Morning, sir. I'm the census taker. Are you married or happy? Married.
Stirring the coffee with 3 chopsticks using the triple vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee. At the molecular level, good morning, welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am
Dexter Morgan.
We'll get started, but first, coffee. This is Trader Joe's Joe coffee. It's called Joe, made in a percolator. So we'll see how this is. Acceptable. Not as good as a French press. Nothing extracts the flavor of coffee, maximizes the flavor like a French press. Nothing. But it's better than no coffee. And it's better than drip coffee any day of the week. Are you ready to be offended? The USA will eventually have all of North America. Russia will eventually have all of Europe. China will eventually have all of Asia. Nobody wants Australia and New Zealand. They are their own hell. Never forget how fast tyranny happened there during COVID. I had some coaching clients in Australia and New Zealand, and I just cannot believe the shit show that they endured. So for my Australian and New Zealand brothers, wow, man, you made it. You made it. And I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Good brothers there. Good brothers. But your government sucks. I could say that about most people, you know, like the brothers from Iran, my Persian brothers. Good guys. Seriously, good guys. Your government sucks. Okay, Betsy. Thank you, baby. Good girl. Good girl. You brought Daddy a toy. She always announces when she's bringing me a toy. The EU, not a big fan of the EU, is a feminist and beta male shit show. It's basically a welfare mommy living off of entitlements from the United States. I say withdraw NATO, withdraw all the bullshit. Look at the Euro response to COVID. Instant communism, power tripping and lockdowns. I say let Europe burn. People say Europe is so romantic. I'm like, really? Europe isn't even European anymore, except maybe Poland, Hungary, and Russia. Let's get real. And on to another hot topic, modern marriage. It's really a bad financial contract. Think about it. How bad is a contract when one party actually benefits by breaking the contract? Right? It's unconscionable. Men build, women inherit. That's not partnership. It's a transfer of assets. The system is rigged. Play smart or get played, my brother. I do believe that dementia, Alzheimer's, neurodegenerative disorders, and psychosis is going to increase because of a number of things. Clot shots, big pharma, simple cold remedies. Nobody's reading books anymore. There's no one solving problems or puzzles. There's way too much social media and streaming going on. No contemplation, no reading, no quiet time. Sleep sucks everywhere. People are suffering from long-term sleep deprivation. Bad decisions are being made everywhere. Men are low T, which affects the brain. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, here's a business idea. It's not like it's something you've never heard of, but taking care of people in the early stages of neurodegenerative disorders is going to be a booming business. I'm not talking about nursing homes. I'm talking about in-home care is going to be huge, huge. My single friendly acquaintance, female peers, classmates, and coworkers, you know, they're all about 50 to 80 years old now. And I will tell you, most are simply miserable. They have Lexapro face, antidepressant face, vodka skin. They overuse makeup. They're always fighting their weight. And the single divorced men I know, the peers, minus the simps, are always super happy. burden-free, aging well. They want nothing to do with women and what they bring to the table with their fucked up kids and grandkids, ex-husbands, delusional expectations of a nice dinner date, butterfly tattoos, and the Paris and Peru body counts, and the girl boss bullshit. Holy shit. Left on their own, women are a fucking train wreck. You know, women break up or they go through divorces. They don't call it hoeing around. They call it healing. I'm taking a break. I'm focusing on myself, starting a new chapter, a new phase, finding my purpose. I'm having me time. Any other delusional euphemisms for what they're doing. The band Boston did not change rock and roll. They created a new category within rock and roll. It was a fresh sound to emerge while we were all swimming in a stew of classic rock in the midst of Led Zeppelin, Clapton, Skinner, Aerosmith, Stones. Along comes Boston with this new sound. These songs were on everybody's playlist. It drew the non-rock and roll fans closer to rock. It didn't seem to have the angst and grit and the darkness of classic rock. Tom Scholz could compose music about breakups in life without coming across as angry. It was passionate, high energy, packed full of electronic modification. Some people said that they were the perfect studio band, but didn't have the same vibe when performing live, which was done sparingly. I disagree with that because the Boston live concerts, I think, were pretty darn exciting when I watched those videos. It had no eccentric frontmen or superstars. I would say that Brad Delp was kind of like a unsung hero. His life ended tragically, if you know that story. I'll get into that some other time. They seem to be created by this introvert who eventually came out of his shell. Tom Scholz, I think, is one of the most unappreciated rock and rollers to ever live. Gold is over $3,000 an ounce as of this morning, up in the past 5 years, up $1,500, 98%. Pretty interesting. I was listening to someone who was saying, wait till it reaches 3,300. And he said he didn't want to be a he didn't want to be a numerologist. You know, Jesus died at 33, and the number 30, like if you look at the significance of the number 33, there are people saying when gold hits 3,300 an ounce, then things are going to be happening. I don't know about that. To me, that's no different than astrology and voodoo numerology. Happy birthday blessings to Joey Merlino. You're catching up to me, brother. Hope it was a great day yesterday. I'll see you soon down on South Broad Street at the new cheesesteak place, and I'll probably do a podcast from there. But happy birthday to you. I am 100% positive that I want the death penalty for pedophiles. You would think that would be a no-brainer for Congress and state lawmakers, but you know why they don't do that, right? Yeah, because half of them partake in it. Now you got people running around saying there's nothing wrong with a 16-year-old bride. Are you kidding me? Seriously? You get near a 15 or 16-year-old girl now, dude, you're going to get a beat down first, then you're going to go to court, then you're going to go to jail where you will continue to get beat down every day. Nobody should be advocating for marrying or wifing up or seducing or whatever a teenage girl. Sorry. I guess I'm just old-fashioned like that. The easiest way to take a man down is through sex, money, and power. Men sell their souls for a little vitamin P, substantial increases in their net worth, and a nice stable position where they can do little work. Every intelligence organization knows these things. Every woman knows these things. Seems like the only ones that aren't aware of this are men. Do men have blind spots? Because 9 times out of 10, what takes a man down, what ruins his career, what ruins his relationships, what ruins his financial standing, sex, the lust for money, and the lust for power. You saw the power twister that the small power twister that I have. It's only 14 inches long. Fits in a backpack, suitcase. It travels extremely well. Go to work with you, fit in the top drawer of your desk, that kind of thing. Do 3 sets of 20. Keep the chest, forearms, shoulders toned. It's an amazing little thing. Here's a little commercial for it, and I'll put a link for it down below. You remember the power twister that I was telling you about probably 2 months ago. 27 inches long, fantastic, works great. This is 14 inches. A lot of exercises you can do with it. 1, 2, and it's pretty strong. I mean, like I said, at the full bend point, I'm kind of quivering, but this will fit in your backpack, a briefcase, travel with it. This and a resistance band. I think you'll like it. Can't go wrong. Link down below. Don't forget, every man needs a 3-function 1300 lumen pocket light with a green laser and a UV light. I am so psyched about this purchase, man. This is made of one-piece aluminum. This is not a bunch of parts put together. The body is a machined one piece of aluminum. 3 functions. Light. Boom. Laser. Let's see if you can see that. Green lit. Very powerful laser too. This is not like one of these ones that you play with your cat, like them little chapstick size ones. This thing here is powerful. And then, of course, the black light. And guess what? This black light could save your life. Did you know black lights can reveal body fluid stains somewhere, anywhere? You could get this and shine this on her nightstand, her kitchen counter, the top of her washing machine, the kitchen table, of course the bed and bathroom and doorknobs. This reveals all body secretions, including semen and women's secretions as well. 3 functions. Link for it down below. I guarantee you her bedroom will light up like a crime scene.
Wake the fuck up.
There's a great YouTube channel called Body by Mark. He's a guy that talks to people coming out of gyms, like someone who's really jacked. And it's like one of these ambush interviews where he'll say something like, "Excuse me, I asked people that are really jacked and fit what they do to look like that." It's a great channel. Have you ever checked that out? And he'll say, "How old are you? What do you do for your workout? What is your diet like?" Just like really quick little videos. They are fantastic. You got to check them out. Body by Mark. Woman recently said to me that she's super married. Super married. What the heck is super married? Number 1, she wants attention but not commitment. She enjoys flirting and the validation it brings, but has no real intention of acting on it. Number 2, testing boundaries. She might be seeing how far she can push things without technically crossing the line. Number 3, it could show dissatisfaction in marriage. She could be feeling unfulfilled and seeking excitement or an emotional or ego boost elsewhere. Number 4, she's setting up plausible deniability by emphasizing her marriage. She's giving herself a moral out if things escalate. And number 5, manipulation. She could be playing a game to feel powerful to see if she can control the dynamic. Super married. I'm super married. That's interesting, right? What do you think? When someone says, if a woman says she's super married, as opposed to I'm married, super married, what do you think that means? What the hell is it with women? I'm an empath. I'm a Pisces. I'm an ENTJ. Well, it seems like everything but responsibility, right, to attribute their behavior to. They love labels and medical diagnoses. This is why after 25 years of marriage, she'll only use 1 to 3 words to describe you. And they will always be narcissistic, abusive, or controlling. 99% of the time, that's what women say about their exes. So you need to find this out before you go deeper or insert A into B, and do not stick your A into crazy, my brother. Become a pattern recognition expert. Patterns. Why? Because patterns never lie. She says, Jesus, send me a man. Jesus replies, I just did. She says, ooh, he's 5'7". Jesus. Plants and birds and rocks and things. Cars and watches and chicks and things. My brother, I encourage you to aspire to live a rich, gray life. Be the gray man. Look for a gray woman. And I'm not talking about hair color. Your life should be not known or recognizable anywhere. One of my biggest mistakes, because I get recognized everywhere I go. And I don't like it. Have a reliable neutral color car and a motorcycle. Live in a house you can't see from the road. Have a home gym in one section of the garage. Have your freezer filled with beef. Wear your cargo shorts and Crocs. Wear your jeans and a nice fitted tee. Wear your khakis and polo shirt. Wear your reliable and simple Rolex or Omega watch. Curate your EDC. Have the faithful, supportive, modest, industrious gray woman that nobody notices. Live a gray life. Publish on Amazon, Gumroad, ClickBank, Smashwords. Invest in boring when blood is in the streets. This is almost like the opposite of what everyone else is telling you in social media right now, to draw all the attention to yourself. The best gift my father ever gave me was anger, but it was up to me how to use it. Next time someone says you have an anger problem, tell them thank you. Anger is one of those things that can go either way. It can be destructive, it can hurt people, it can hurt you, or it can be used constructively. Even scripture says, be angry, but sin not. Get angry. It's all right. But if you harbor anger, it can hurt you. For instance, I said, if you're frustrated, walk. If you're angry, then lift. It's a great, great tool to use to build your body. Anger is a great thing. A lot of guys suddenly acting like they're going to go fight for their country, right? You're going to go fight in Europe, fight the communists. Okay. Bro, you were afraid to go to the fucking grocery store without a mask not long ago. Let me just remind you. To my widowed brothers, here's a comment from a follower. He says, greetings, George. I'm not divorced, but I am widowed. I had a great marriage of just over 33 years. It's been just about 10 years since my wife passed, and I'm still struggling. It sure is a crazy world out there. You are such an inspiration. God bless you. My response is, this is easier said than done, but focus on what you had rather than what you lost. It's okay to kiss her picture good morning and good night, and tell her you love her, and thank her for the good years that she gave you. That's perfectly okay to do if you are a widower. There's one fella that used to argue with me all the time on Gab, which I'm no longer on Gab because I was just so sick and tired of the contention there. Very contentious. I thought Twitter was bad. Gab is worse. I can't stand the Christian idealism there. I always say, save the man, not the marriage. A guy says, God is in the business. Anytime someone starts a sentence with, God is in the business of, you're dealing with a beta male. God is in the business of repairing broken marriages. Really? And not destroying them. Okay. If you believe in God, then maybe you should also believe more in marriage and try to help men save their marriages instead of leave them. Real men stay married. Oh my God. There was another one. This fella says, cheating or adultery is not the unpardonable sin. He continues, it certainly is devastating and a serious breach of the marriage covenant, and it can lead to divorce, but there are plenty of examples of couples that have been forgiven of unfaithfulness by God and have exhibited forgiveness to each other within a marriage where cheating has taken place. If God is not limited, and he's not, and if God is for marriage, and he is, then God can heal a marriage that needs his grace. Getting unstuck sometimes means doing the hard work of forgiving and fighting for a marriage that still may be worth saving. My reply is, tell me your wife cheated without saying your wife cheated. If she cheats, bro, it's over. Do you really want to cultivate a field that another farmer has plowed and planted when you were at a moment of weakness and she was at a moment of rebellion? Can you just forgive that? If you need to leave your relationship and or marriage, let me know. I do coaching for that. It's expensive. But you know what else is expensive? Staying in that shit show of a marriage. I can help you silently plan and swiftly execute. Save the man, not the marriage. One fella says, my wife of 16 years left me last year and I've been binge watching your inspiring content. Save the man, not the marriage. I love it. And we always divorce a different woman than the one that we married. Guy says, after 20 years of marriage, I was served divorce papers in January, so all your videos have been timely and helpful. After darkness, there will be light. Cheers from Long Beach, California. And here's an interesting contrast here. This is always in response to my, men should never cry in front of their wives, okay? This is horrible advice. I'm free and open with my wife. I can cry. I can sob. I can do anything, and she's always there beside me. That's the sign of a good marriage and relationship. Yeah, well, that bro will be crying in divorce court. Christian idealism kills men. This guy will eventually be on suicide watch if he doesn't wake up from his slumber. Absolute fact. Patterns never lie. Trying to get an ex back after she dumped you is like getting fired from a job but still showing up at work the next day just in case they change their mind. Gentlemen, she wanted a breakup? Give it to her. Based Blondex on Twitter, X says, the more a man is around his wife, the gayer and feminine he becomes. Men need to be out doing manly things, hustling, making money, working out, smoking cigars, hanging around their masculine friends, talking business. She says, stop hanging out with your wife and picking out the wallpaper. That's pretty funny. Here's another one. This is her. Dear Jesus, send me a man. Jesus replies, I sent you one, but you keep telling him he's just a friend.
That piece of shit.
When women say to you, my friend, what's up, good morning, my friend. Good to see you, my friend. Call you buddy, brother, dude. Listen to what a woman does, not what she says. If she's calling you brother, dude, buddy, chief, pal, anything like that, anything other than your name, or sweetie, or my dear, or my love, that's different. If she's calling you any of those other things, bro, she is making sure that you know what the boundaries are. And finally, be easy to break up with. If she wants to go, starts making excuses, let her go. Don't even ask why. Move on with the quickness. No begging, pleading, or reasoning. Don't try to build a case for her sticking with you. Have the funeral. Don't skip a workout, bro, bruh. And move on with your life. You will be happier. Women should never be something that you fret about. Women should not break your day or make your day. You make or break your day. Believe what a woman does and nothing of what she says. She says, I'm not into the bar scene. The next sentence is, I love dancing. And I'm thinking, well, then where the hell do you go dancing?
No good rap, motherfucker.
Most dancing is not done in dance halls anymore. There's no such thing as a dance hall anymore. There used to be 100 years ago. Where do people dance? in bars and in clubs. But I don't go to bars. I'm not into the bar scene, but I love dancing. And I'll leave you with this picture of Curly Howard from the Three Stooges in 1945 shaving the ice, one of the iconic Three Stooges scenes, most iconic Three Stooges scenes of all time. He's literally lathering up the ice and then shaving the ice. And he says, "So are you married or happy?"
Are you married or happy?
And with that, finish your coffee, and I'll see you on the next Daybreak Show, your home of sanity. Actually, the only home of sanity, clarity, and reason.